We have some absolutely insane Marvel news regarding Spider-Man being in Avengers Doomsday, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's daughter being in Spider-Man Brand New Day, X-Men casting announcements, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 news, and so much more. We gotta go over all of this. And let's just start with like the biggest and craziest of this. This is a new report saying that Marvel Studios reportedly does want Tom Holland's Spider-Man to appear in Avengers Doomsday, but the reason that he's not in the movie is because they still haven't closed a deal with Sony, but they're reportedly trying to negotiate one right now while the film is currently filming. And this comes after other reports that we've been seeing about Avengers Doomsday is reportedly filming without even having a fully finished script yet, which I guess like kind of makes sense if they're doing like some of the big battle action sequences that they know are going to be in the movie, but still, filming a movie without having a script is kind of insane work if this part's true. Now apparently Marvel is very close to getting a deal done with Sony to allow him to appear in Doomsday and more MCU films going forward, because they actually used up the last of their Spider-Man uses with Spider-Man Brand New Day that's coming out next year. This is saying that Marvel has a deal in place, but they still need to finalize the financial agreement with Tom Holland and sort out scheduling, because obviously Avengers Doomsday is filming right now for the next couple months, and Spider-Man Brand New Day is supposed to start filming like early summer. I really don't know how to feel about this. Like, obviously I would love Spider-Man to be a part of the next Avengers films, because yeah, he's one of the, if not the biggest superhero of all time. Like, that's not a crazy statement to say. So yeah, he should probably be a big part of this film, but I kind of was okay with the route of him not being in Doomsday, having his own Spider-Man Brand New Day be a street level movie, which doesn't seem like that's going to happen either. We'll get to that in a little bit, but he has that movie kind of on its own, and then at the very end or in the post-credit scene, it pulls him into the events of Avengers Doomsday, and he's in Secret Wars as a big role. Especially if they started filming Doomsday assuming that Spider-Man most likely wasn't going to be in the movie. Now, who knows? It could be the other way around, that they actually wrote a part for Spider-Man and they were just assuming the deal was going to get done. Because obviously Marvel wants Spider-Man, who his own solo movies have made like almost $2 billion, to be in Avengers Doomsday to just boost the box office even further. But clearly Sony also knows how much money that's going to make Disney, and they're asking for a very high price. I honestly think Disney should just bite the bullet. However much money Sony's asking for, just buy the full film rights for Spider-Man and just let him be the next leader of the MCU going forward freely without having to work with them every time. Especially after this newest news of who Sadie Sink is reportedly going to be playing in Spider-Man Brand New Day, because this just smells like Sony had their fingerprints all over this decision, because reportedly she's going to be playing Mayday Parker in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, if you don't know who Mayday Parker is, she is actually the daughter of Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson. I think we've only seen her in one live action or animated movie of Spider-Man, that being Across the Spider-Verse. Peter B. Parker has a daughter that's Mayday. But clearly if Sadie Sink is playing Mayday Parker, she can't be the daughter of Tom Holland's Peter Parker and Zendaya's MJ. She's like 4 years younger than them, and Peter and MJ aren't even together in this universe. So that has people thinking that this is actually going to be the daughter of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Mary Jane Watson from the Raimi trilogy. Because we know Sony is absolutely obsessed with just like multiversal stuff, jamming in these old Spider-Man into the story some way, shape, or form, especially after No Way Home made almost $2 billion. They just want to jam in all these multiversal elements, and this would be a way to do it that I personally don't think would work well. Like, it was amazing to see Andrew and Tobey back, but I don't want them being a part of this Spider-Man stories going forward. He needs to actually be like on his own, have his own solo Spider-Man journeys, and that also means he shouldn't have a Spider-Woman in his universe, at least right now, or in the same movie. But again, after the success and critical praise of the Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse movies, it seems like everybody's like, oh, they want all the Spider-Men in the world in every film possible. We know Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man 2 is introducing Spider-Gwen in that series. It seems like everything's just gonna have multiple Spider-Men or Spider-Women now. So I'm really hoping this news isn't true. Now, before I get to the rest of the news, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, really close to 200k, and drop a like on the video. We have some casting rumors for the two villains of the movie. First of all, Sarah Snook, who you probably recognize from Succession, is rumored to be playing a secondary villain in Spider-Man Brand New Day. We've known they've been looking for a woman in like her 30s to 40s to play a villain in the movie, so this would definitely fit that bill. And now reports are saying that Mr. Negative will actually end up being the main villain of the movie. People were thinking that we were just gonna have like his character introduced. He wasn't gonna fully become Mr. Negative. He was just gonna be like Martin Lee in this film. So it seems like maybe they're changing that up, making him to be the actual main big bad of this film, which I do think would be cool to see, as long as it's just one Spider-Man versus him. I have faith I have a great team behind Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm happy Destin Daniel Cretton, the Shang-Chi director, is the director of this movie. I think it's gonna look a lot better than the previous MCU movies. I just hope that this story doesn't end up feeling like an absolute mess of a million different characters from multiple dimensions, and we got like 3 different villains. Somehow it's got to tie into Avengers Doomsday at the same time. I hope they can just figure it all out and truly have a plan, because from all the reports, it really doesn't look like they do. We also have some rumored casting announcements for the X-Men movie in the MCU that we know it's going to come out sometime after Secret Wars, whether they're like introduced in Secret Wars or it just clears the way for them to be introduced in the future of the MCU. Probably won't be till like 2028 or 9 at the earliest. The first of these is that reportedly for Jean Grey, they're eyeing Daisy Edgar Jones. I really like Daisy Edgar Jones as an actress. She's been in a lot of really good projects. She definitely does not come to my mind when I think of Jean Grey. Like, her personality and the way she acts in a lot of projects seems a lot more shy, timid, reserved, and that's not what I think of when I think of Jean Grey. Now, obviously, she is an actor. I'm not saying she couldn't like turn it around and give us a performance like we've never seen her give before, but I just don't think she'd definitely be in my like top 5 choices to play this character. But I am happy we're kind of on the younger end of the spectrum here, because I don't want another group of old X-Men. These need to be like the founding fathers of the MCU for the next like 10 years. Kind of going alongside that, we got Jack Champion reported as Cyclops. It would kind of be fun if they had Paul Mescal as Cyclops, just with Daisy Edgar Jones. If you know, you know. Julia Butters, who I'm not gonna lie, don't know who she is, maybe I'm missing out. She's reportedly being eyed for Kitty Pryde, Trinity Bliss for Jubilee, she was in Avatar: The Way of Water, and Hunter Schafer as Mystique. I think the real question on everybody's mind though is who is going to be playing the new Emma Frost in the MCU. Still got some Fantastic Four and Daredevil news to get to, but this literally just came out as I was filming this video, and I want to cover it real quickly because now VFX, aka special effects workers at Marvel Studios, have ratified their first labor contract. So now they're going to be getting overtime pay, industry pension, health plans, and a bunch of other stuff that is kind of insane that apparently they didn't have this stuff guaranteed before. I'm really glad the workers did this because, like, yeah, obviously I want the movies to look as best as they can, but like only starting Doomsday with a year until it releases, you know the conditions are going to be crazy for these workers, so getting this out now is a great thing for these workers. When it comes to Daredevil Born Again, we have some official news, nothing rumored here. So we know Kristen Ritter will be returning as Jessica Jones in the second season of Daredevil Born Again. Like, she was literally up on stage with Charlie Cox at the Disney Upfront like panel they were holding, talking about all the Marvel TV shows. I'm really happy that she got a chance to return. We'll have to see if some of the other Defenders, maybe an Iron Fist, Luke Cage, if they get brought into this universe or not. I really think Daredevil Born Again season 2 is set up to be pretty amazing though. Like, we got the original crew working on this film. We're bringing back a lot of the Netflix elements. It seems like it's truly going back to its old ways, especially when you have like Charlie Cox coming out saying like, yeah, we're gonna have flashbacks to the 2015 Netflix Daredevil show in season 2. So these things are fully just connected now, which I love to see. And we got a new look at both Franklin Richards and Galactus in the Fantastic Four First Steps, neither of which have been revealed their appearance in the trailer. Obviously, we knew Franklin Richards was coming since Sue Storm is pregnant in this movie, and Galactus is all over the trailer. We just haven't officially seen him yet. But now it's leaked because the Funko Pops for this movie have actually released early images online, so we get a preview of what they look like. Now, even though this is revealed from Funko themselves, I am kind of terrified of Kevin Feige sniping my account still, so I'm not going to show the images in this video, but if you go to my Twitter or X account at Vets Movies, I retweeted them both there. They're both at the top of my feed for Galactus and Franklin Richards. All I know is they're going to have to nerf this dude into the ground or else he solos the entire universe. If you want to hear the latest Avengers Doomsday update on what Dr. Doom is going to look like straight from Robert Downey Jr., click the video above my head right now. Thank you so much for watching.